What's going on, my pebbles of YouTube? It's 0x11, and guess what time it is? Guess. It's losing like a champion time. That's right. And this is my second installment into the series, and as you can see, I'm mixing it up a little bit with dying off the bat. Check that out. I figured I'd let the other team think that they were going to do well, and then completely own them. And I'm using the AK-74U, and I'm dying again. And this was actually, I believe this is the first game I've ever used the AK-74U, where I actually had it set up. I have picked up the gun before, but I've never actually used it. So if I'm bad with it, I apologize. But I assure you I end up doing pretty well. And I get some nice little kill streaks going, I'm sure. But I've been pretty sick. Not like super sick, but I've been, I guess that makes no sense if I'm pretty sick and not super sick. I don't know. But I've been sick. I've been kind of, fighting off like a little bit of a cold. It's not affecting me too much, but I just haven't had the, I don't know, just the momentum. Not momentum, that's the wrong word. I don't know. It'll come to me. But I just haven't really wanted to do anything with commentaries, just because I think I sound funny when I sound funny anyways. But I feel like I sound funnier when I'm sick. So I was like, I'm gonna hold off and wait to do the commentaries. And I was holding off, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a commentary. I promised them losing like a champion every Tuesday, and here it is Wednesday. I gotta get this out and going. But I get on some nice little tears throughout this game, and I thought this would be a good video to show you for my second installment. And as you could tell, I could really just care less about the objective at this point, and it all stemmed from that one match that, my teammates were being complete, well, I don't know. I guess they weren't so bad, but I thought they were bad. And then, this is what kind of just happened afterwards. But we end up losing. It's no secret, as you know, because that's why it's called losing like a champion. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I've been playing those new maps a little bit. Well, I played them a little bit. I don't know if I'll go back to them. I'm not a huge fan of the 360 version of Black Ops, or pretty much Call of Duty in general. It's not for me. Look at me. Look at my aim, just completely off and still killing people. This is actually when the AK-74U was good, and then they patched everything up, and kind of made it. I don't know. I think it's still pretty good. And I don't know. I just haven't been using it. I've actually been using the Galil, and I kind of noticed that everybody has been using the Galil now. I don't know. I think I started something. I started a trend. But here I end up getting dogs, as you can tell, and getting dogs is always a good thing. And I am raping them like Ben Roethlisberger right now. And as you know, I'm a big Steelers fan. I mentioned that in the last video, and they ended up losing the Super Bowl. Not super happy about that, as I'm sure you guys wouldn't be happy if your team lost the Super Bowl. But I'm pretty sure that they're going to be back at it next year, and I think that they'll have another shot at it. We'll see what happens. Free agency is it's a crazy thing. It's crazy, and guys go anywhere. But I thought Minnesota was going to start doing better when they got Randy Moss, and look how that turned out. Not too well. And I thought New England was going to lay an egg like a chicken. They were going to just lay an egg, and then they're going to sell those eggs at stores, and we were going to buy them and eat New England Patriot eggs. But they didn't lay an egg until they got to the divisional round against the Jets, and then they laid a big egg, and we all had omelets, and it was good. They laid a good egg. So yeah, I think I'm done talking about leg laying, or leg-aying. I don't know. Egg laying is what I'm done talking about. But what else do I want to talk about? I want to talk about things coming up. I've got that double feature video that I want to show you guys. I believe it was the gun game, and I had a shotgun game where my primary class was the shotgun. I pick up an assault rifle and get probably the majority of my kills with it, but I get quite a few kills with the shotgun, and I ended up doing pretty well, so I was going to show you guys that. And yeah, I think that'll be fun. And then I don't know, I get all these plans, and then I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, I get lazy, and I gotta stop being lazy. But I've been busy, I've been working, I've been sick, I've been making excuses, and I've got to stop doing that. I just got to do what I do and get some content out there for you guys who are already subscribed to the channel, and for future subscribers, because I think that will be good, because I actually, want this to be a place where you can go to watch, some kick hiney videos of 0x11. Look at me editing myself. I'm so sly. I'm on the sly, and I'm mowing people down like they were blades of grass and I was a lawnmower. And it's fun. I don't know. Call of Duty has not been super fun as of late, though. I don't know if you guys have been playing. It's been, I don't know. They had that double XP weekend on the PlayStation, and it's been, I don't know. I find that the weirdest players come out of the woodwork when, look at me miss terribly there. Yeah, I had dogs, and then I completely lost them because I just couldn't stop missing. And here, get him. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. You were worried because I had to pull out a pistol, and whole zero doesn't do the whole pistol thing, and then I get knifed right in the face there, and that's okay because now I can start up a new kill streak. He's going for 3 dogs. Does he get them? No, he does not get them. I'm gonna tell you. By speaking about myself in the third person, that's creepy. But what was I saying? I always lose track of things when I talk about myself in the third person. I don't know. I don't remember. I can tell you that the video is winding down here. Just a little bit longer, I guess. But yeah, so I was talking about the gun game and the shotgun thing. I think I covered that. What was I talking about? I really don't know. I'm gonna have to, I don't know. You can leave a comment letting me know what I was talking about. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I think I have like elbow bursitis or something. I could talk about that right now to waste some time. And I don't know. It's like it started today, and it's absolutely like awful. Like my elbow has just been. I looked it up, and they call it tennis elbow, and I don't know. And I'm just thinking to myself, like I don't think I've ever played tennis. Oh, you know what? I did. I played tennis once, and I was like, I'm not a tennis player. Like, I don't think I'll ever go back to playing tennis ever again. But, yeah, that was. I played it with a friend who was like, I want to get into tennis. And I was like, that's really, really silly. And after I played it, I realized how silly it was. And then, apparently, I didn't learn that through there that I was just going to keep dying. So I actually ended up taking like a few deaths at the end of the match here that I probably shouldn't have taken if I just slowed things down a little bit, and who knows, maybe I could have got 3 sets of dogs, but I don't, and I don't know. I was just too eager to get as many kills as possible. Like, I seen that I was getting up there in kills, and I was like, yes, this is nice here. Just doing some work, getting the spy plane with this guy. And then where'd the other guy go? Where'd the other guy go? Disappearing after. Oh, I was talking about Call of Duty being a little silly as of late, and that's what I was talking about. That's, I knew it'd come to me, and I don't know what it is, but every time that maps come out or double XP comes out, it brings the crazy people out of the woodwork. 55 and 12, by the way. 1 capture, 0 defends, being super objective, and I'm kind of a douche for doing that, but I don't really care. I felt like I had a good match, and that's all I got to say. But I'm gonna wrap it up. I kind of wanted to talk about those people being crazy people, coming out of the, I don't know, it's like they come out of the woods and then they decide to play the game again. And I don't know where they came from, and I don't know how they get so high in prestige. But, yeah, it kind of sucks. But I've been having my good matches here and there, and I think I got one the other day that I'll end up showing you guys eventually. But I'm going to peace on out before you guys, I don't know, end up falling asleep. So, peace, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and subscribe, and, you know, give that thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Peace.